What's popping? Yo, yo, yo. Our mics are loud. Wait.
Technical difficulties.
Wait, 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 wait,
Cut. Be right back,
wait.
guys.
Okay, I'm back. Is that supposed to be better? Hello? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. I don't think I'm supposed to be shouting. Anyways, huh?
It's freaking.
Hello? Hi?
Hey guys, you guys are in chat right now.
Yeah, if you're in chat right now.
Could you guys tell us
Huh.
something was good? I think it's too loud.
Wait, wait.
Wait. Sorry guys, we're so scuffed right now. Hello. I think this is better. Yeah, I think this is better. Can you try speaking on yours?
I'm back. Is this better? Yes.
Yes, it's
Hello?
better.
It's
better.
not ringing no more,
It's
no?
not ringing anymore. I feel like if it's not ringing, that's like the soft spot.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sorry.
We are so sorry for that. We did not anticipate the loud thing.
It wasn't that loud a while ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that loud earlier when we were talking through the mic. So, we never really knew. But, what's poppin' and crackin', everyone? All right, we thank you guys for being here. That's a shisha bowl moment. Shisha bowl moment. Somebody get the bells. It's shisha bowl. All right. That is one of the funniest things that has
Yeah.
happened to us. In all of Shift Happens.
Yeah, welcome to Shift Happens.
Welcome to Shift Happens, guys. It is a new month.
Yeah.
October has to be one of the longest months throughout this year.
Oh yeah, it felt long. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah, it
Felt long.
felt very long compared to
Compared to September and August.
yeah, September, August. September and August flew by like nothing. Like nothing. Seriously. It felt so fast. To be honest, everything felt so fast. Even like July, everything. I think the longest part of the month was like summer, around like May.
February
May
long.
felt a bit long. Yeah, February too actually.
It felt long for 28 days. It felt long.
And then you have October. October just felt very, very long.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we're back, guys. Of course, like we said early, last week, all right. You guys had to be updated for during this Sunday for Shift Happens.
Yes,
No,
yes.
because all right, this is November 2nd,
Yes,
and
yes,
I
yes, yes.
understand. You know that some of you guys might be out celebrating. It
Or
is
probably the cemetery.
all
No, because All Saints Day was
Saints. So All Souls
Yeah,
Day
All
today.
Souls.
There we go. Yeah, it is All Souls Day today. So I do understand for the rest of of the people
Mm-hmm.
who are here or who are not here, rather. Okay, it's okay, right?
It's alright.
We'd understand. That's why I needed you guys to pay attention to the announcements that were gonna come on Sunday, right? To
Yes.
make way, right? To know if we did have Shift Happens tonight, but we do. All right. So we thank you guys for being here. First and foremost, it's amazing. All right, it is amazing. Sorry, my phone rang. All right, now mute. Okay, yeah. Yes. It is amazing to be here. It is
Oh, I'm
nice that.
actually thankful that we are here.
Yes.
Yes.
That is true. That is true. Although it was quite busy, I did have to, I did have to ride a van all the way back. But it has been a busy day for me. But it's good. It's good. It's good. We're all here. Everyone's here. All right. Christian's here. I actually got to see Chris a lot earlier today. All right. What do you call this? We did not plan anything, but we just happened to meet each other
Yeah,
at the
just
same
happened to
place.
meet each other at the same place.
Uh huh. But anyways, Hello, everyone. All right. How's everyone doing? All right. It is a new month. We are in the month of November. How does everyone feel about December coming in a few days? In a few, yeah, it's in a few days. I mean,
have you
literally.
seen Mariah Carey?
Mariah Carey, yeah.
Her latest tweet was that
She is coming. She is coming for
no, no,
sure.
She literally just posted she's wearing like this Halloween costume,
Uh huh.
and she's just like laughing and riding
Yeah,
a
yeah.
horse. And all of a sudden, it just transitions into a deer.
It.
And then she's like, "It's time."
It's
And it
Christmas.
just starts
I swear
playing
though,
Christmas
you know,
music.
I think November 1 and 2, let's say 1 to 5. November
Yeah.
1 to 5 feels very long, but from November 6 onwards
It's
to
short.
December, it's so short.
Yeah.
Everything just flies by very fast. Like, okay, we're
Yeah.
coming. So, you know, Christmas is coming, and, you know, it's always a cool thing, to be honest. You know, Christmas, all right? Christmas is always a beautiful thing, all right? But we're not yet on that month, so we're still here in the month of November, and you know, December gets very big credit always
Yeah.
because of how amazing the whole month of December is. Most especially here in the Philippines.
Yeah, because
Here in the
like,
Philippines, we
so
start
much
celebrating
celebrating.
Christmas December 1.
No. We started celebrating Christmas. In
Actually,
September.
November,
No, that's September.
no, but it's not as as strong. But
Yeah.
around like November 25
Yeah.
onwards, that it's Christmas in the Philippines.
You know what I noticed? So like when September happened,
Uh-huh.
when September started, I went to the malls and
Uh huh.
and they started with their decoration was Christmas.
Uh huh.
The decorations were
Yeah,
like all
it's true.
Christmassy lights and all this
Yes.
stuff. And then just recently me and Segi
Uh-huh.
went to San Bacoor.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
I
surprised
haven't
their
been
des-
there in a long time, to be honest. But
Their design, their like
Uh-huh,
decorations,
yeah.
Halloween.
Yo.
I'm like so surprised. Wait, you guys celebrated Christmas and then all of a sudden
you know what's
transitioned
you know what's
to
crazy
Halloween.
though? What do you call this? If you guys live around our area, all right, you would know that there are a lot in Cavite. There's a lot of what do you call this? Light selling, parol,
Oh,
and
yeah?
all that stuff. I swear though, the moment I got to see them again, they're like, wow, right? It feels so bright. You know, it feels so warming in the
Oh
heart.
my
that-
gosh, dude! I felt like I was having a seizure.
Yeah, because
when-
it's
when-
been. I felt like it's been so long since I've seen those.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's true.
it feels very weird to be honest, because like I think I haven't seen those in. I feel like I don't. I didn't see. Oh no, because almost the entire month of December we were not here last year.
Oh yeah, you guys weren't here that much in
Yeah.
December. So I have a question for you guys. Do you guys have a Christmas tree already set up?
Yes.
That's the biggest
Are
question
the
here.
Christmas decors up already?
Yes, that's true. I mean, here in the Philippines, we don't really celebrate much
That's
of
true.
Halloween. That's why
Halloween is
people-
not.
We
so,
don't really have like all the like.
We don't got
whatever.
Thanksgiving as well.
Yeah, we don't got Thanksgiving, so we don't have pumpkins. We do have the
Yes.
themes.
Yeah, we do have the theme, but we don't
Yeah.
really like celebrate it.
I mean, yeah, the only way we actually celebrate Thanksgiving is in schools.
Yeah,
That's
in
it.
schools,
Just in
most of the time
But
in
at home,
schools.
nobody celebrates.
Yeah, it's
The
true.
thing
That
is,
it's true.
Who eats turkeys here in the Philippines? I
Turkey
feel
is
like
too expensive.
Yeah, that's true. Turkey
Turkey
is
is expensive, so we get roasted chicken. Yes, they are up. We have Christmas tree and lights near the door. There we go.
Yeah, I was actually surprised.
Christmas
that
decors have been up.
mom never. Mom for like 2 years straight did not put up a Christmas
You know,
tree.
I
That
think
and 21 she didn't. And I'm just like surprised. Just like
we
2
didn't
weeks, 3
have.
weeks ago, she said.
Oh, we do have something hanging on the door,
Yeah.
but we don't have a Christmas tree.
Mm,
Yeah, it's because the last Christmas we weren't here as well.
Yeah.
So it's the Christmas tree is kind of useless.
yeah, that's
All
okay.
right,
I
yeah.
Just give you guys more work.
Yeah.
'Cause you guys are the one in the house.
That's true. That's true. So, anyways, all right. Anyways, okay.
Mhm.
Since of course we're in a new month, we're also gonna talk about a new topic. JD, you wanna say hi to the camera? All right. So yes. All right. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Well, of course, we're in a new month. All right, and we always, want to have a new topic every month, right? As we have talked about most of the time. All right. And the topic for this month is icebox only What do you mean icebox only?
Wait, Icebox is gonna have a Christmas tree? I'm not updated with that.
I am not updated by that as well.
Moving on.
Moving. I was like, icebox only. It's like somebody, help me out on this thing.
Yeah, I'm
what does
old. Update me, please.
Like, what does icebox mean? Like, what does icebox mean? Right. But anyways, the title of their Christmas trees on Valo. Oh, any
Oh.
people on Valo? Apparently, the Christmas trees are up. Good evening, Angela. What's up? All right. So, our topic is no offense.
Ooh,
Right? No
I like
offense.
this topic.
I already love it.
Yeah, I love it.
I already love it.
I love it so
Okay,
much.
I
in our
already love it.
generation. It's
All right.
very.
No
appealing.
offense. All right. No offense. Okay. So stop being offended.
Are you easily offended?
Me no.
Oh, really?
No. Because most of the time, as funny as this sounds,
Yeah.
I would like rationalize how stupid the conversation will be if I get mad. So I'm like, if I do get mad at you, what's gonna happen to me? And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
the thing. If you do get mad, you lose.
yeah, you lose as well. So I'm like, that's the
reason.
reason why I rarely get mad. You like easily aggravated, easily pissed, easily annoyed. Perfect way to criticize people. Haha, no offense. That's true.
That's so true.
You know what's funny? You say no offense, and then you just lead on to tell the worst things about someone.
No offense, but you say the most offending
Yeah,
thing.
you're like, no offense, huh? No offense.
No
But,
offense,
but, and you go on to say the worst things. Okay, no, it's just a joke. Don't do that. All right, don't do that. Anyways, all right. Anyways. Anyone in the chat though? I want to know. All right, and please tell me there's more of Seki. All right, I only see Seki. All right, but tell me, are you guys easily offended? Do you guys easily get offended by something,
You guys
by
get triggered.
someone? Do you guys get
You
triggered
get triggered by someone
by
breathing.
something, someone? All right, we want to know. All right, we want to know. We'll give time to see responses. Hopefully, it's not just Seki. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, not really. Okay. That's one for Thomas. All right. Why is that, Thomas? Why don't you think Because most of the time, most especially nowadays,
Yeah.
there's so much, right? You could say it's very easy.
Yeah, I mean, we could say that from the generation.
Yeah,
right
the
now,
generation
like from Gen Z
standpoint. Yeah.
onwards, it's
That
like,
is true.
it's so-called the snowflake
Uh-huh.
generation. So basically
It's
anything
true.
triggers.
That is true. It
So-
has been, a little bit too much. Well, not a little bit. It
Yeah.
has been too much.
Yeah, I mean, like
Alright.
cancel culture is there.
You just assume that I'm easily offended.
I mean, there's that.
There's that, yeah.
There's that.
So you notice how people get easily offended nowadays, right? Even some believers, Christians, right? Always you just get offended by things, all right? Even those things that you don't really have to get annoyed from or
yeah.
angry about. You get angry. You get you start to get pissed by it. You start to get annoyed by it. Even sarcasm, alright, it annoys you. Or there's so much things people get annoyed about or aggravated or offended about these days. All right. Okay, but there's someone named Brent Hansen said you can be unoffendable, right? And it's I think it is in my opinion it's a good point of view to learn. All right, to not be offended easily.
Oh yes.
All right. Okay, because I mean you can be offended by anything. Like what's your pet peeve?
Probably when people lie and
Huh?
when people lie right in front of you and like.
Oh, like straight up lie?
No. The fact that you know.
That, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand. I understand that.
Yeah.
What I hate, right? As a driver, anyone who drives knows this, right? Is if you're driving
Yeah.
in the speed lane,
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to drive, I want to see you go as fast as you can, right? When
Oh.
you're in that lane, I want to see you push your car to the limits and go as fast as you can. But please, if you're gonna hit me with 40 kilometers per hour,
Oh.
please move to the side, you know?
Oh, is that-
Please
oh my
move,
gosh.
all right?
That's so true.
If you're a driver, right, please move to the rightmost lane, all right? If you're gonna do that, okay? We are driving, all right? I want to see you, no matter what car you have. Let's say you have an old car, right? A 70s vehicle.
Yeah.
The moment I see you position your car on the speed lane, the leftmost lane, I need to see your car go 200 kilometers per
That's so
hour.
true.
I need to see that speed,
Yeah.
okay? And I really get annoyed
You know what's
when they don't want to move.
you know what's worse about that one?
Uh-huh.
It's one motorcycle,
That's true.
and it's a slow one.
That
so-
is very, very true. You just want JD, move to the side. All right, thank you. Thank you. Oh, there we go. There's the higher power. Bye. Anyways, all right, that is my godson, by the way. All right, that's my godson. Okay, but yeah, it just annoys me, you know? It annoys me so much. You know what they say about drivers? They say, you want to know a person who they really are? It's not show me your friends and I'll show you who
Oh,
you
yeah,
are.
yeah.
It's show me how you drive and I'll show you who you are. Alright? You know, that's when you'll see if a person is patient.
That's so
You'll
true.
see if a person, gets offended easily. And I have seen a lot of drivers, alright? In the span of 21 years, I've seen, jeepney drivers, I've seen bus drivers,
Yeah.
van drivers, cab drivers, tricycle drivers,
Oh.
or even, friends and family members drive. You'll know who they are as a person when they drive. I swear.
Oh, good thing I'm not driving, so you don't know who I
So
am.
I don't know you yet. Yeah, but there's that. There's so much things that offend, people easily, right? There's so much things, right? Could be the outfit of someone, all right? Could be the sermon on church, right? I'm offended. I don't like this message. It's for me. I don't like it.
It's attacking me too
It's
much.
attacking me today. All right. I don't like it. It's attacking me today. All right.
You know, the classic, oh, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm offended. I'm gonna go to the restroom.
I'm offended.
I'm going to go to the
I'm gonna
restroom.
go to the bathroom real quick. All right. So a passage, right? We'll read the passage in James 1:19. All right, it's intro to the series. Okay, it says, "My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry." All right. God bless your word. Okay. Again, quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. On those three categories, please tell us, did you pass all three? Did you pass all three?
I could say I'm slow to anger.
Uh-huh.
And what's the other one? Slow to.
Slow to anger, slow to speak,
Oh yeah, I'm slow to.
quick to listen.
Yeah, I could say.
Christian is a 3 out of 3, guys. He's single, by the way. Everyone else in the chat, all right, please tell us. You guys think you've passed all three? All right, are you quick to listen? All right, slow to speak, slow to anger. Someone says 2 out of 3. I'm a 2
What
out.
is that two? What is that? Two?
I'm
My
2 out of
question.
3 as
What is
well.
that two?
I'm a 2 out of 3 as well. I'm quick to listen.
Yeah.
I'm slow to anger, but as fast as I am to listen, I am as fast as well to speak. The
Mhm.
moment I hear
Yeah.
you say something to me, and I'd be listening really,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'd give my
Mm-hmm.
my input immediately. I wouldn't, take time to evaluate it more.
Okay.
All right, I'm slow to anger and fast to speak. There we go.
Oh.
Same thing. Because as good of a listener I am,
Mm-hmm.
I'm also good of a speaker. So I would
Oh,
literally
there's that.
just open my mouth and
Uh-huh.
speak. so much stuff. All right, I would just speak out everything. Most
Mm.
especially in the height of things, I just
Oh,
okay,
I'd probably like, okay,
okay, okay.
I'll just think about it for a couple more seconds.
Let it cook.
Yeah, let it cook, and then like, when sometimes small words.
So- you know those, um, let's see. There's so much things that can annoy people these days. Um, quick to listen, gang. Facts, facts, baby, facts. All right. Do you get annoyed when someone's talking in the movie house, like loud talking?
It, sometimes not really. Sometimes I get like really too focused.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just
Same,
I
same thing with
immediately
movie.
ignore everything.
Same thing with movie. But in a concert though,
In a concert.
God, I realized how pissed I can get. Not pissed I can get, but like how annoying it can
Mm-hmm.
get. I've recently been in a concert.
What do you mean, like when they speak in a concert?
No, you just hear these fans screaming random stuff all the time, and it gets
Ah.
annoying.
Okay.
Alright, it gets annoying. It's just like random shouting too.
Oh,
It
it's like it's not
get-
even related to
It's
what's.
sometimes, yeah, most of the time it's not even related. It's just like, yo,
Okay.
shut up, shut it. All right, or you see people with no masks. All right, where's your mask? Where's the
Where's your
mask? All right, you know, where's your mask? Or let's see, angry. There's so much things people get angry about these days. Um,
You check Twitter.
That's true. That's true. Biggest ranting place of all time. Twitter
It's a whole
is
cancel.
one big, Twitter is one of those things where you can say anything, and at the same time, it is regulated by the council of Twitter people.
Yeah, it's
There's a
regulated by
there's a
the
hidden council
Mhm.
of Twitter people under there, and it's crazy. You shouldn't be you should be careful to speak.
You know
Although it's a great place to rant things,
Yeah.
you should also be careful.
You know what's worse about Twitter
Uh-huh.
is that like most people on Twitter they get offended at this,
Uh-huh.
and then um, when they do it, it's not offending.
Yeah,
So it's
that's
basically
true.
well, that's the thing about the Twitter is that it's very hypocritical. Yeah,
That's true.
mostly
To be
everyone
honest,
is hypocritical.
well,
on Twitter.
I mean, it's social media. Social media,
Yeah.
in general, all right, social media in general is, a big facade. I believe that it's a facade for many, many people out there, and that's the reason why, like, I don't mind people creating, why people started making dump accounts.
Oh yeah.
Alright, it's because they cannot be putting stuff, you know, they on their main accounts they have
Yeah,
to be
you-
perfect.
you-
They have to
you-
be picture
You
perfect.
know, you know what's crazy about people on Twitter? They
Uh-huh.
can literally dig up the
Anything.
anything, even from
Anything.
when you created the Twitter.
Yeah,
They
anything.
people in the cancel culture in Twitter, people in that culture,
Literally.
will literally dig up your darkest
Anything.
your darkest life,
Everything.
like
Even if it's past
crazy.
you, way
Yeah.
past you, way past the person, the other person, or someone else, or something else, they will dig it up.
yeah,
you know?
and then that's like the reason, like, oh, you said this thing back
Yeah,
then.
it is, it is, that's the reason why. All right. A little bit outside. Okay, a little bit outside of the topic.
Mhm.
All right. That if you think, all right, if you believe to yourself that people cannot change and you cannot forgive them for what they've done 20 years ago
Yeah.
or something, and you've seen them change, but you
Mhm.
cannot forgive them for what they have done.
Yeah.
You need to see God.
Oh, that's
No,
true.
no,
You only
because
Jesus,
if you don't
everybody.
believe that these people, all right, need forgiveness, all right, or deserve forgiveness, all right. Well, if you don't believe that they don't deserve your forgiveness, all right, what makes you think you deserve God's forgiveness?
Oh yeah.
Alright? For you, alright, to boast that, oh, I'm not gonna forgive this person for what they have done, many years ago,
Mhm.
or what what makes you think you deserve God's, forgiveness then? God is perfect. Why do you think why do you think He'll accept you? Right? That makes you very selfish then, right?
Yeah,
So
that makes you selfish.
just a little thing outside, right? It's something to think about, right? That's the reason why we are to forgive, right? Forgive as many times as because it's not. At the end of the day, we're all falling under the hands of God's grace.
That's true.
All right, we're all falling under the hands of God's grace. Whoever we are, whatever we have done, whatever whatever um, things that we are doing, we all fall down, because we all come short before God's glory.
That's
And He's
true.
amazing, And for you to think that, oh, I'm deserving. No, right? No, we're not. We're not at all. We are not deserving, right?
That's true.
Because we are as dark, Vanta black, darker than Vanta black. There we go. All right, we are a black hole. All right, that's what we are. But we all receive God's grace. Okay.
That's true.
Anyways, going back. All right, going back. All right, it's we get easily angered. All right, and it's hard to admit that we get easily offended.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's one of because it's one of the ugly traits that lots of people have. Right? I could say that too. Like, there's a point in my life where I had that. I was just so easily pissed. I was so easily angered. All right. When we feel angry, we feel most of the time we feel morally superior because we're taking out our emotions. We're shouting. We're at the height of everything. All right, and we feel like we're right.
Yeah.
Right? We feel like we're in the right. Everyone else is wrong, or everyone else is stupid, right? To not believe or anything, right? You know. And how effective do you think that is? That kind of anger towards how effective do you think you responding in anger is? All right. You think it's working? Do you think you're pointing out the right things to the other person? Do you think that do you think that you're changing them? I don't think so. Do you think that you're getting to resolve the answer? I don't think so. Alright. If you discuss, alright, what's your take on this? The reason why two people, alright, most especially, I think um, this is ever since I learned this, it has been playing constantly in my head. The reason why we get into arguments, all right, it's not just to stop, to keep the argument there, all right, or just to say, we're saying our arguments to resolve the issue,
Oh yeah.
right? So, if you argue, all right, if you argue with someone else and they tell you, oh, let's not fight now, we're not going anywhere. We're not fighting, all right, because, it's because we're not saying these things, all right? If you're fighting, I mean, like, if you're reasoning out to each other properly, all right?
Yeah.
There is no reason why, because the reason why you guys do that is, to resolve your issue, right? To resolve the issue. And anger doesn't help in that equation, all right? Anger will not help.
Yeah.
Right? Will not help. Okay? When you guys are resolving something, right? And this is funny. I was speaking with someone the other day,
Okay.
and this is how I speak normally, right? But when we explain things, the tone gets a little bit higher.
Yeah, in a way.
In a way, right? And I mean, Christian has known me for years.
Yeah.
He's known me for years. He knows my tone when I'm mad. He knows the tone I make when I'm angry, when I'm pissed. Alright? And me raising my tone when I'm explaining, it's just me explaining. Alright? To be honest, I'd even laugh. Alright? I'd even laugh at the end of it. Alright? Just just to prove a point. Alright?
Yeah,
Just to
that's true.
prove a point. Okay? Just to prove a point. Alright? Because what people think anger is you raising your voice or something. It's not that. Alright? Anger is a negative emotion. Alright?
True.
Negative emotion that is derived from negative feelings. Alright? It is not raising the voice or the raising a voice is just, a byproduct of you getting mad, but it doesn't mean you're mad,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't mean you're angry, all right? Okay, the passage in James 1, again, 19 to 20 says, everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. When you're mad, right, or when someone else is mad, when I'm mad, all right, do you think you say the right things? You're at the height of your emotions, all right? You're at the height of everything, you know? And, it's just very few, all right? But most of the times when you're at the peak of things, all right? Your peak of your emotion, like, kulang na lang suntukin mo yan.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. All you
like,
need is a
you
punch.
know, most of the time when people get mad, they just spit out and lash out everything. Rap God, I swear, it's not even rap God. It's even like higher than rap God.
Yeah.
It's like they just say things.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's not even like related.
Yeah, it's like
anymore.
most of the time, all right. Most of the time, it's not even connected to the argument anymore. Or it's not even connected to to the question or to what you're supposed to respond to.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's very far.
It's to the point it relates to all your
Yeah,
family
yeah.
members. So
Like this is you. This is you, and this is your argument, or this is whatever you're speaking together about,
No.
and this is your reason, your response. It's just out of pure, pure lash out.
Oh, yeah,
It's just
that's
out of
true.
pure. It's just pure hatred, pure. It's just pure anger, right? And it doesn't help, right? And as the Bible says, right? Okay, human
Dang.
anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. It is true, alright? When you're at that height, it does not produce anything good.
Mm,
When you're angry, it doesn't produce anything good.
definitely.
They'll go deep into your history when the argument gets bigger, for sure. Alright? I love doing that. No,
It's
no,
so true.
no, no, but it is true. It is true. That's what happens. When you get into the height of things, they just say everything.
And that's where you win the argument.
Yeah, and that's how you win the argument. No, kidding though. Alright, that's not how you win arguments
yeah.
properly. Alright?
That's not how you resolve it.
Yeah, that's not how you resolve it. The reason why you get into arguments is to resolve it, not just to make each other a lot more angry or anything.
Yeah.
All right. This helps a lot with with the younger generation these days, because I need you guys to understand. Right. We need you guys to understand. Right. That you living your life, it's cool. All right. It's fun. There's so much things to experience. Right. So much things to learn from. Right.
Yeah.
But when you encounter someone, right, who just lets you. All right, who just brings, the goodness of God outside of you, all right? They just bring it out of you, all right? We need you to understand, all right? Be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Human anger, all right, leads to many things, all right? All right? When people have opposing political views, number one. When people have opposing views on their K-pop group or something, all right. When people have opposing views on someone,
Dude, you're literally summing up Twitter right now.
on someone, all right. If you do not like this person, then I do not like you.
Yeah, that's. What is that?
I need you to understand, people.
What's up with that?
All right, I need you to understand. All right, that me, or that you liking someone else doesn't sum up your whole character. Because I can like, who you want me to like, and still, there could be someone out there, right? You could tell them, oh, you like this person, right? Like him with all. Let's say, you go like, who's the most appreciated person right now?
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey, or it's like, go like Taylor Swift,
Oh
right?
yeah, Taylor Swift.
Like, go because Taylor Swift just released her album,
Again.
right? Again, right?
Again.
So, Um, so you go like Taylor Swift, right? Tell that to the worst criminal, right? Tell it to the worst criminal,
They're gonna say no.
all right? And for sure, right? To get the world's acceptance, he'll do it. But it doesn't take back, all right? What he has done or something like that.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
We need you to, so it doesn't, whatever, whoever you root for or anything doesn't, sum up your entire personality or who you are as a person.
Mm.
You need to understand that. Because again, Christian or Christian can go around and say, "Oh, I don't like this person," but goes on to be, let's say, who he can go and hate Taylor Swift, right? It doesn't mean he hates helping people out or something.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, because that's what happens these days when people reason out things. It's that one. It's literally polar opposites of the
Oh, yeah.
entire equation.
Their reasoning is
The
not.
reasoning is very far. Like,
Yeah.
oh, why do you not like this person? Oh, because he's this one or and this one. And then they start, to tell things about, oh, this person does this. All right. You're like, and now you get a big question mark. Really? They do, because what happens is there's so much these days, right? Who would, who would give a slippery slope to things? A lot of arguments fall that way, slippery slopes. All right, it's all it's just until it heads nowhere. All right, your human anger does not produce the righteousness God desires. Understand that. All right, my anger. All right, my anger. All right, does not produce anything good. Understand that always. Keep that in mind. Put it in your head. Put it in your heart. My anger does not produce the righteousness God desires.
Mhm.
All right? But, you may say, all right? You might say, but my anger is a righteous anger. Ever heard of that? Righteous anger. It's because because you're angry over sin. The righteous anger, right? Notice, right? Notice almost always, right? So it's someone else's sin. Almost, right? Almost always, it's someone else's sin. Alright? Notice that. You know, it's not really, righteous anger. It's self-righteous anger.
Mm.
Alright?
Yeah.
Because you're not angry towards your sin. You're angry towards the sin of others as long as it doesn't touch you.
Oh, yeah.
It's like social media these days. As long as it doesn't apply to me, I cancel you out. But if I do it, leave me alone.
Oh, yeah. That's basically Twitter.
That's
right?
basically Twitter.
That's basically Twitter. What are you
Right?
talking about?
You criticize their language,
Oh my
or
gosh. Your grammar is.
or their own spirituality. I thought this guy was Christian. Why is he doing this?
Oh
Blah,
yeah,
blah, blah,
I feel
blah.
like that's like one of the big ones.
Right.
So.
Or you judge their sin, right? But you ignore your gluttony or something like that.
No, this their views on.
Yeah,
this
you
certain
ignore
topic.
it, but you ignore their views on health,
Oh yeah.
and you just become gluttonous. No,
No.
no. Okay, no. Always think our anger, all right. Okay. Always think, all right, our anger is justified because our anger, all right. Most of the time, you just would try to justify our anger. Oh, it's because he didn't know, all right. Helping, all right. How effective is your anger, all right? How effective is your anger? Helping, all right. Does it help the world, become a better place? Does it change people's minds? Does it, help the world progress? Does it bring more joy to people? Does it bring more peace to people? Does it bring more happiness to people? Does it bring out more love? Does it spread, goodness? All right. Does it spread growth? Does it spread, you have to understand where your anger is.
That's
And
true.
where it's rooted from. At this young age, I need you to understand this. At this young age, you understand the issues you have at the young age you have.
Yeah.
you're gonna be a very great person.
Agree.
If you're still
Agree.
going through that, we're here with you. All right. There's so much people who can help you.
Mhm.
All right. But yes, you have to decide. Do you want to make a point or do you want to make a difference?
Ah,
All
that's
right.
a very.
You have to understand. Do you want to make a point or do you want to make a difference? I always told this to Seki back then when Seki was younger and egotistical. Still is. No, 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 no. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love my brother. All right. I love my brother. I love my brother. Okay. I love my brother. But I told this to him before. All right. It was when he was playing basketball with someone else, and he was doing it because he liked someone else,
Ah.
and that person also liked that someone else.
Ah.
And I told him he was he was really trying so hard. I called him to the side. Come here. I said, stop trying to prove a point.
Oh.
The more you're trying to prove a point, the more you're gonna lose this game. It's gonna be more embarrassing for you that
Yeah,
way.
that's true.
He proceeded to win. Alright? Because you need to understand, alright, what you wanna do. Alright? Do you wanna make a point or do you wanna make a difference?
Mm.
Alright? Your spite of anger, you do prove a point. What then? You prove a point. Did you resolve the issue? No. All right. Did you produce growth between both of you, or between two parties? No. All right. Did your argument produce happiness? No.
You
All
get
right.
more angry.
You just become more angry. All right. Jesus replied, all right, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Matthew 22:37 to 39. Don't have to be angry to do that. Is it even possible? Right? Jesus didn't call us to be right. Okay? Right? He called us to be loving. Gotta be angry. Alright? Gotta be angry to fight against injustices in the world. Alright? There's like that one. You know, that's the reason why we got soldiers, we got, police officers, you know, MMA fighters. The best fighters aren't angry. When they step into that boxing match, alright, when two boxers step in that boxing match, or when two MMA fighters step in that MMA cage or whatever,
It's like a cage.
alright, the best fighters aren't angry,
Oh yeah.
alright? The best fighters aren't angry. Right? You see all the you know that no, those guys are not the ones who win. Right? Those guys aren't the guys who win. Alright? You have to understand that as a disciple of Jesus, how do you battle forces, that are, other forces, not physically. Alright? Okay? It has to, when we're doing things, it has to be led with love. When you're speaking to someone, we're correcting someone, we're into an argument with someone, it's out of love, led with love, not with anger, because you're trying to make a point, right? Not when you do it with anger, you're trying to make a point, not difference, right? So how do we learn, right, to let go of anger? I am losing much time, all right? Okay, all right, because there's so much, right? This is a good one. This is a good topic, sure, all right? You know, there's so much things, right, that um, again offend people these days, alright? Get shocked by so much things, alright? And then you start comparing them, to certain something or certain someone, alright? Understand, alright? You gotta understand, alright? Jesus was never shocked by self-centeredness, alright? Scandalized by immoral behavior, alright? Jesus was never like that, alright? Jesus saw the woman who was married 5 times, right? Who was, who had, multiple affairs, right? What did Jesus do, right? Instead of criticizing and getting mad, right? If I was God, I'd get mad. I'd be like, hey, you're lucky you're still alive, you know? You're lucky you're still alive. All right? Why don't you want to change? You know, why don't you want to change? Why don't you want to start doing what's right? Jesus doesn't do that. Jesus, you know, met her where she was,
Mm.
all right, right by the well, all right, gave her the living water, all right, changed her life, all right. It's all out of love. It's not out of anger. Because if Jesus was angry, if God was angry, I swear to God, we're not alive at this time, right? We're not going to be
I
alive.
mean, look what happened during Noah's time.
Yeah, yeah. You know, if God was, you know, was angry, swear, we're not even gonna be here. Right? We're not even gonna be here. Okay? You have to understand that, right? You know, you have to understand that.
Mm.
Right? There's so much, you know, things, right? Even in the Bible, right? Peter, right? Peter bragged, Peter boasted, right? He lied, he betrayed, he denied, he stabbed back. You know, he abandoned Jesus, right? But what did Jesus do when, you know, even after all that, when Jesus, you know, rose from the grave, right? He still kept loving Peter. Jesus didn't quit, all right? He did not rant on Facebook, oh, Peter did this to me, all right? People suck, all right? He didn't do that, all right? He forgave and kept loving Peter.
Mhm.
Raise your gratitude for God's grace. You know, lift your hand if you have never sinned.
What are you doing?
Right? Lift your hand if you have never sinned. Right? If you have never sinned, then you deserve God's love.
Ooh.
But, you know, originally we all don't deserve God's love. Right? We've lied, we've cheated, we've looked lustfully on someone, we've envied, we've gossiped over a friend. Alright, we've farted in an elevator. Oh, have you done that?
Farted in an
Yeah,
elevator.
in an
and
elevator.
did it to someone
Yeah,
else.
with some-
I've never done that. You know, I have never done that. Because usually when I go to an elevator, I do it when I go out.
Ah,
So,
okay.
like-
Understandable.
It's not the part where everyone's already dispersed. It's the part when everyone's about to go out.
To leave out, yeah, okay, that is smart. That is smart. Uh-huh. Interesting, interesting.
Because I don't want to kill anybody.
Interesting. Fun fact, if you say you have never sinned, it means that you have sinned, right? Kind of sin is a sin of pride. Yeah, you know, I mean, we all have sinned, right? Again, for it is by grace you have been saved through faith. And this is not from yourselves, it is a gift of God, not by works, so that no man can boast. Alright? We do not, you know, earn God's forgiveness. We do not earn God's grace. God gives it freely. That's how much He loves us, alright? Because, you know, you could say, oh, they've lied, alright? They've lied, or he stole, he's so arrogant. So much sins, alright? That throughout the entire, you know, throughout the entire, you know, lifetime of humans, all right, okay, there's so much sins that have, you know, that have been committed by humans, all right, and we're all sinners, right? We're all sinners, right? You know, and most of the time, right? Most of the time, when we are angry, we're, you know, we're doing it out of, you know, our human emotions, right? Not because of what would Jesus do, right? Be careful, right, not to feed your anger. That's another thing,
Yeah.
all right? I think we'll be talking about this next week,
Sheesh.
right? Do not feed your anger, right? You're just adding fuel to the fire of injustice, right? I'm right, they're wrong, right? The moment you start thinking that way, right, and not finding, you know, the balance of everything in between, right, your anger will justify your, you know, your right. You know, it would always do that because you're angry. It would always just, oh no, you're angry. It's okay to feel that way. Right, you're angry. It's okay to feel that way. Right. Remember the story of the Pharisees when they came to Jesus with a lady, right, who was caught in the act of adultery.
Oh.
Right? Okay? You know, when, how do I say that? When song about this, and I just love that song very much. Forgot the title. I was thinking about it. That's why I stopped. But anyways, all right. You know, just imagine, all right. Imagine us walking around with rocks, rocks. Okay, rocks. I'm not talking about stones. I'm talking about rocks.
Stones
All
are
right.
smooth.
Stones are small and smooth. Rocks are, you know, capable of unaliving someone. All right, that rock.
True.
All right, just imagine you walking around with that one, with all those things. And if someone wrongs you, all right, the rock. Do you smell? Do you smell? Do you guys still know that? I am curious to know. All right, do you guys know that?
The
Do
what?
you smell?
Nah, I can't say I know.
Oh my God! Anyone else in the chat?
Oh, okay, when I
Please tell
saw-
me.
When I saw what does the rock
Please
thinking,
tell
yes,
me.
I know that.
Do you guys know that?
Now I remember. I was
Please tell me I'm not this old.
like-
Please tell me I'm not this old. Do you guys know that? Do you smell?
Yeah, now
Okay.
Now I remember. I remember now. I was like,
Okay.
what is the rock?
All right, now I am, my I was about to freak out. I was about to freak out.
Will you freak out when I don't know?
Yes. You're supposed to know.
I was like,
Supposed to know.
I was like, do you smell? I was like, what is that?
Anyways.
Oh wait.
Anyways, alright, again, going back.
I'm old.
Just imagine all of us, having these stones. If someone offends you, alright,
You just rock them.
you just rock them.
That's so bad.
Right.
I can't even imagine. You're just like scrolling
Yeah.
down the road and you have
Alright?
rocks.
Just bam, right? Okay?
Or you sometimes.
Each time.
I feel like back then everyone's like a living Pokemon. Use rock throw.
Each time. Alright? Just each time someone offends you, alright, and of course you respond in anger, you do that. Bam.
Oh gosh.
Alright?
I feel like if that was like still a thing
Mhm.
right now, everyone would probably be dead. Everyone would be like
I
stoning
know.
each other.
There's so much, But, alright, each time, right, before you do get offended, and before you raise the rock, someone tells you, alright, those who have no sin,
Ah,
throw the stone.
that's true.
Would you still throw the stone?
Ooh.
Will you still throw your rock? Alright? Even though if it doesn't, unalive them, as long as you get to throw it,
Yeah.
would you still throw? I wouldn't. Each time, right? Imagine life like that.
My intrusive thoughts are like thinking, I'd still throw it.
No,
Those are intrusive thoughts.
Yes.
But like reasonably, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, Giant says the same thing. What if you're toxic though? Alright? No, each time. Just each time. Even if you are that way. Those who have no sin. Alright? You would then be committing a sin when you throw that stone.
That's true.
So you have to understand, even if your toxicness reeks out and you do throw the stone, someone else is gonna start throwing the stone to you.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright? So in that process, you are unaliving yourself as well. Would you do that then? Alright? Would you do that then?
My intrusive.
Alright? Would you do that then? In that process of things, would you do it then? Because you would know. You have to understand, when you do that, you're unaliving yourself as well. There's no other way.
That's so true.
No other way.
For some reason, I do see myself doing that.
Alright? There's no other way.
Oh,
Okay?
So
Alright.
it's like
Same thing, right? Same thing that happened to that woman, right? When she was brought out. Alright? Because most of the time, anger, right? When it reeks out, when we respond using anger, alright, it leads to so much negative things. I have experienced it so bad. It was just a few weeks ago too. I swear it's not a good feeling to have. The guilt eats you up. The guilt eats you up. Responding out of anger, it's not a good thing to do. It's not a good practice even to do, right? So no offense, alright? No offense. That is our topic for this month. It's gonna be a good one.
And we hope you're not offended.
Yeah, we hope you're not offended, right? Jesus didn't call us to be right. He called us to be loving.
True.
Right? Our goal isn't to make a point, it's to make a difference. Alright? Again, quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to anger. Right? Human anger, right, does not produce the righteousness God desires. Alright? Those are three things to remember tonight. Alright? Because I'm gonna have to end. Alright? Our goal isn't to make a point, it's to make a difference. We're gonna learn more about this in the next few weeks, so you guys should stay tuned. But yeah, no matter what, alright, no matter what, alright, if you think that, you're not capable of forgiving this person, alright, understand. It's the same thing with God, alright, with Jesus, alright. If you think that way about yourself, then you must think that way too about God, that, because it's going to be selfish then, right? God accepts you, not accepts the other person, right? Okay, you cannot think that way, right? Everyone deserves God's grace. Everyone. Even your worst enemy, right? Even someone who has wronged you, right? Even someone who has, said negative things about you, has betrayed you, who has, showed you nothing but disrespect, nothing but, disgust, who has showed you nothing but, nothing but ugly stuff, right?
Yeah.
They deserve God's grace as well, right? They deserve God's grace as much as you do deserve God's grace.
You know who else needs who
Uh-huh.
deserves God's grace?
Uh-huh.
Jared Torrance.
Jared Torres right
Amen.
there. Just coming in right now. I know you. I see you, boy.
We see you,
No?
bro.
I see you.
Let me hop into Discord.
I see you. Right? I see you. No, kidding. Amen. Nah, Jared's a good friend of ours. Right?
True.
Jared's a good friend of ours. But yeah, those are, where the stones at. Where the stones at. Alright? Stop throwing them pancakes, alright? Stop throwing them pancakes. Anyways, alright? Again, three things to remember tonight. Our goal isn't to make a point, it's to make a difference. Right? We have to be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to anger. And lastly, human anger does not produce God's righteousness. Right? Anyways, we thank you guys for tuning in. Alright, to this episode of Shift Happens. Where Shift happens. Okay, it's amazing to be here again. This is November 2nd. We'll meet you guys next week. I think it's November 9.
Let's check the calendar.
8 or 9. I think it's 8.
I think it's 9. Are we gonna go through an argument?
Okay. I say 8.
It's 9.
It's 9. Alright, it's 9.
It's 9.
It's 9. Anyways, alright. Thank you guys for tuning in. Alright. We'll see you guys next week. Alright. It's gonna be a cool one. Alright. And I do believe you guys have to stay tuned for the month of November because something is coming up. Right? Something's coming up. Something's coming up. So hey, thank you guys for being here. We'll see you guys next week. Bye everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in, right? Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace out, sir. Peace out.